All right, we're going to do a quick little video here on place value and how to convert from place value fractions and decimals. So we're going to start with this chart. This is the chart that you are going to live with if this is challenging for you. So remember, the most important part of this entire chart is this decimal line. Why? Because anything to the left of it means I have wholes. Wholes meaning complete objects. Anything to the right of it, we are breaking that whole up into different amounts. For example, when we have tenths, I am breaking that whole, that one chocolate bar, into 10 pieces. When I am breaking it over here, I am breaking that one chocolate bar into 100 pieces, and here I am breaking it into the tiniest little pieces, which is thousands. Please be careful when you say this, and I would encourage you to say these things out loud to start, because what it does is it allows us to anchor in how to say these things. All right, so we are going to start with that. So for example, if I have this number, I need this 1, 3, 4, 1, 1. How do we say this? Well, we start with the number here. This is 134. After the decimal, we still read this as one number. Right? So remember, when we have the decimal, when we're naming numbers, we don't say point. In Canada, we say and. So really what you do have here is you have two different types of, oh, I erased the 1, 1. That's not so good. There we go. I have two numbers I have to say. So this one would be 134 and 11. Now notice why we're going to say hundredths. Because this last one here, this one right here, is in the hundredths place value, which is the second place value from the decimal. Okay? Remember, the ones is going to be our anchor, and then we go 2 decimal places, 1, 2, to get to the hundredths. Okay? So whatever the last decimal place is, this is how many times we've broken that whole up. All right? So in this example, am I at 135 yet? Well, no, because I only have $134.11. So that's why this one is not going to get changed. So this one here, if we were to write this as a fraction, my part of my number, which is this red one, the red highlighted one, would be 11 over 100. So what I would recommend is that if you're struggling with this, if you don't know your place values very well, print off this place value chart and put in every number that we're going to be working on. Right? I'm going to leave this up here. This is going to be the out of tenths, out of 100, out of 1,000. And remember, anything to this side is literally a whole thing. Think of a chocolate bar if you want, that we've broken up into either 10, 100, or 1,000 pieces. Yeah? All right, let's give it a shot. Here we go. First section. These ones are not too easy. These are actually hard ones. So first thing, can you read this number? So I've got 3 place values to the left, and then I've got 1 on the right. So right away, can we determine what place value this 3 is in? It's in the tenths, hundredths, or thousands. Well, it's in the tenths. Right? So that's the trick, because now I can just write down this first number, and it's going to be in the tenth spot. Now, what is this number? It's 3. I have 3 tenths. There it is. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so the hard thing here is, can you see the place value? Like this one right there. What place value is that in? This is 23415. Not sure? Let's go to our chart. And we plug it in. So we are going to have 234 and 15. Well, where does that 5 fall? Take a look. Where does that 5 fall? It's in the hundredths. This front part of the number stays the same. I have to erase this, otherwise I can't change it after. There we go. So, as we said, that was in the hundredth spot. So let's write it down in the hundredth spot. So we get 234 wholes. And, oh, why did I write that decimal? We don't have to write the decimal when we use our notation. Now notice that this is in what place? Ooh, hundredths. This is hundredths. Hundredths. And then the hundredths magically becomes the bottom of the fraction. Yay! All right. Last one on this section. 19 and 216. Now, I didn't say it properly, did I? Because I want you to actually do the little bit of work here. 19, 216. So 19, we write here. 19 and 216. Which place value is my last digit in? Just read it. Thousandths, which means it's going to be out of, should I make it out of 10,000? No, why not? Seriously, why not? It shouldn't be out of 10 thousandths because that's not what place value we're in. So we write 19, it's out of 1,000. What's the number I have? Right here, 216. Launch it over, 216. We're not going to simplify them yet. That's all we need to do. Okay, here we go. Some more practice. Place value is one place value. It's in the tenths. 4 out of 10. Tricky one. Can we go the opposite way? What is my denominator? 10. If you say this number, this is 3 tenths. What does that mean? That means if we broke a chocolate bar up into 10 pieces, how many do you have? 1. Oh, that's a big highlighter. That doesn't work. We have 1, 2, 3. See, this is 3 out of 10. It's another way to write a fraction, or how to say a fraction. I have 3 parts of 10. So this is going to be 0 point, what place value? Tenths. 3. That's my tenths. Last one is, oh, this one here. 92 hundredths. Oh, 92 hundredths. 42 hundredths. Well, this is 0.42. Why? Because this is in the hundredths category. Try this. See if you can figure this one out. This is the one that gives people the biggest challenge. If I have 4 hundredths, what's that going to be as a decimal? Let's go back to our chart. Well, where is hundredths in my chart? Is it here? No, that's tenths. It's here. 4 tenths. So I do actually want to put a 0 in there, because remember my 0 is a placeholder. So you'll notice here that if I don't have any tenths, like 24, if I just have 4 hundredths, I am going to put that number in the last place value, and I fill the rest with zeros. So 4 tenths is going to be 0.04. You can even put a 0 in front if it makes you feel happier. It's up to you though. All right. So let's go back to that one. And it is going to be, come on, where'd it go? Right there. 4 hundredths is going to equal 0.04. Pay attention to that one. Here are the hardest ones I can write for you right now. 126, well, that doesn't change. What place value is the third? This is tenths. This is hundredths. This is thousandths. Do we panic? No, that becomes how much it's out of. 342. You just put that number on the top. This one tells me 16 and 124 thousandths. 16 thousandths is the third digit. Notice how it has 3 zeros. 3 zeros. That tells me how many decimal places I have. 1, 2, 4. So in this one, what would have happened if this was 4 thousandths? Well, I need 3 place values because I have 3 zeros. So this is going to be 0, 0, 4. Okay, those are the tricky ones, but if you can figure those out, then More than what you need. Okay, 14. Oh my goodness, Mr. Paul, what a ridiculous question. What do we have? We have tenths, hundredths. Oh, I missed one. Tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s. You'll notice that whatever place value it's in, that equates to how many zeros they are. So in the first place value, I have 1 0. In the second place value, I have 2 zeros, then 3, then 4. So I'm going to need the equivalent of 10,000s here. So 10,000. 3, 1, 2, 6. Last one is 4 and 72 hundredths. Well, the whole numbers don't change. It's out of 100. So that's going to be 2 place values. So I get 0.72. There it is. That's all she wrote, or that's all I wrote. And give it a shot. Send me a private discussion if you need help. And if you're still feeling totally lost, come and see me next week, and we'll see what we can do. But use this chart. Okay, if you can use that chart, you don't even have to know how to say the numbers, because it'll help you out. And go for it. Remember, the only wrong answer is